हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका फिर से एक बार आपके अपने यूट्यूब चैनल ग्लोबल विजडम में। मैं मुकेश कुजूर स्वागत करता हूं आप सभी का आपके अपने यूट्यूब चैनल ग्लोबल विजडम में। ओके, तो कैसे चल रही है आप लोगों की तैयारी? उम्मीद करता हूं आप सब की तैयारी बहुत अच्छी चल रही होगी। तो उसी तैयारी को और बूस्टअप करने के लिए फिर से एक बार हम प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चंस को हम सॉल्व कर रहे थे, इसी को हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे। तो हम लोगों ने लास्ट टाइम किया था दिसंबर 2010 के क्वेश्चंस हमने सॉल्व किया था 15 क्वेश्चंस। तो 16 ऑनवर्ड्स वी विल कंटिन्यू इन दिस वीडियो। ओके, 16 ऑनवर्ड्स एंड 15 क्वेश्चंस वी विल डू ओके टिल 30. So let's begin. And one more thing, students, I would like to tell you that टॉपर्स की जो स्ट्रैटेजी होती है माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वो यही होती है प्रीवियस ईयर से क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करना। ठीक है, दिस विल गेट यू इन द फर्स्ट टाइम अटेम्प्ट ओनली GRF. ओके, सो दिस इज द स्मार्ट अप्रोच टू गेट योर GRF. ओके, इन दिस जून अटेम्प्ट 25. ओके, सो लेट्स start solving. Who of the following playwrights rejects the question number 16? Who of the following playwrights rejects the Aristotelian concept of tragic play as imitation of reality? G.B. Shaw, Arthur Miller, Bertolt Brecht, John Galsworthy. Okay, so my dear friends, let's solve this question. Answer in the comment box if you have any idea regarding this question. Okay, so the answer will be here. Option number C, Bertolt Brecht. Okay, so who is he? A German theater politician and playwright. Okay, his timeline if I talk about, then 1898 to 1956. Okay, so he's the father of epic theater, and famous quotes his famous quote is you cannot help one poor man. Okay, it's the famous quote. Okay, coming to the next option, G.B. Shaw. G.B. Shaw is an Irish playwright and a critic. He's also a comic dramatist, literary critic, and socialist propagandist. Okay, the 4 dramas which he has written is Major Barbara, The Doctor's Dilemma, and Caesar and Cleopatra. And he has also won Nobel Prize in 1925. In 1925 he has won Nobel Prize. Okay, G.B. Shaw. Okay, so these are few information. His G.B. Shaw's date of birth 1856 to 1950. Okay, Arthur Miller. Talking about Arthur Miller, is a playwright, American playwright and essayist. His timeline is 1915 to 2005. 1915 to 2005. Okay, and his famous work is Death of a Salesman, written in 1949. Okay, next, John Galsworthy. He is a novelist and playwright. His date of this timeline would be 1867 to 1933. Okay, he has received the Order of Merit, OM, written as OM, Order of Merit, famous for the Forsyte Saga series. Okay, so question number 6th, option number C. Question number 16th, option number C is the correct answer. Moving to question number, let's move on to question number 17th. Okay, question number 17th. Okay, question number 17th. The label diasporic writer can be applied to Meena Alexander, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, or Sasi Deshpande. The combination for the statement according to the code is okay. So we have to tell the correct answer. We will solve this question first of all. So Meena Alexander. Okay. So Meena Alexander, her timeline is 1951 to 2018. Okay. Then she's an Indian American poet, produced 8 books of poetry and memoirs. She wrote her writing was theme of writing was memory, migration, diaspora, and displacement. Okay. Next, coming to Arundhati Roy, Indian author, 1961 onwards. 1961 onwards. Okay. Kiran Desai, sorry, Arundhati Roy, best known for the Booker Prize winning novel. She has won Booker Prize. Okay, for novel. Okay, which novel? The God of Small Things. The God of Small Things, written in 1997, and for her advocacy of environmental and human rights issues. Okay, so she is a great activist kind of person. You can say for the environment and human rights. She stands for these all these things. So Booker awardee she is Arundhati Roy, great writer. Okay, great Indian author. Next one. Next is Kiran Desai, 1971 onwards. 1971 onwards. Famous for the work The Inheritance of Loss. Okay, she also won the Booker Prize in 2006. Okay, now coming to Shashi Deshpande, 1938 onwards. 1938 onwards. Okay, 1938. She is an English novelist. Her novel's theme is the intricate portrayal of family and relationships. Okay. So let me tell you the question answer of this question. Okay, answer of question will be first and third actually. Okay, option number D will be the correct answer. That is first and third. Okay, first and third. Option number D will be your correct answer. Now 17th we have solved. Moving on to question number 18th. Okay, question number 18th we shall solve. The letter A in the scarlet letter stands for adultery, able, angel, appetite. The correct combination for the statement according to the code is, answer you have to find out. Okay, the answer for these questions can be, the letter A in the scarlet letter stand for actually this I think one is incorrect, otherwise 3 points will be taken into consideration. That is adultery, able, and angel. Appetite will not come. So all these 3 options can be there. So is there? Yes, there is a 4th option. First, second, and third. Option number D will be your correct answer of question number 18th. Okay. Moving to question number 19th. A monosyllabic rhyme on the final stressed syllable of 2 lines of verse is called. Read the question once again. A monosyllabic rhyme on the final stressed syllable of 2 lines of verse is called monorhyme, feminine rhyme, masculine rhyme, I rhyme. So tell the answer, dear friends, in the comment box. Okay, so the question arises, what is the masculine rhyme? So masculine rhyme, masculine rhymes only rhymes the final stressed syllable of a word at the end of each line of poetry. Okay, this is about masculine. Okay, masculine, and this is your correct answer. Okay, okay, the monosyllabic on the monosyllabic rhyme on the final stretched syllable of two lines of words is called masculine rhyme. What is feminine rhyme? Must Feminine rhyme must rhyme the last two syllables of each word, the first of which should be stressed and the second of which should be unstressed. This is called feminine rhyme. What is monorhyme? A poem or stanza where all lines rhyme with each other using only one end rhyme. Okay, that is called monorhyme. And the last but not the least, I rhyme. I rhyme in a poetry, an imperfect rhyme in which two words are spelled similarly but pronounced differently is called I rhyme. Okay, so the answer I have told. Option number C, masculine rhyme, is your correct answer for this question number 19. Okay, moving to question number 20, 20th question we shall solve. A fatwa. Okay, question number 20. A fatwa was issued in Salman Rushdie's name following the publication of ABCD, Midnight's Children, Shame, Satanic versus Grimace. Okay, question number 20. So these are all the works written by Salman Rushdie, a great writer, okay, Indian author. He's okay. So Midnight's Children, when it was written? 1981. 1981. Shame was written in 1983. Satanic Verses was written in 1988. Grimace was written in 1975. So all these books were written by him in this time period, in these years. Okay, and the correct answer will be Satanic Verses. Option number C is the correct answer, written in 1988. Okay, by whom? By Salman Rushdie. Another question, question number 21st. Question number 21st before you on the screen is, there is nothing outside the text is a key statement emanating from feminism, new historicism, deconstruction, structuralism. Okay, 4 options before you. Comment in the comment box, answer if you know. Okay, let's discuss this question. What is feminism? What is feminism? So feminism explores how literary works reflect and challenge societal attitudes towards gender, often focusing on issues of female agency, representation, and the impact of gender on individuals and society. Okay, so this is about feminism. What is new historicism? New historicism is a literary theory that emerged in the 1980s, emphasizing the importance of both the historical context in which a text was created and cultural content in which it is read. Okay, so it takes consideration of a text which was created and the cultural content in which it is read. Okay, next, talking about deconstruction. So this is given by Jacques Derrida, French philosopher. Okay, so a critical theory that analyzes texts by exposing their internal contradictions, ambiguities, and hidden assumptions, ultimately challenging the notion of a stable, unified meaning. So this is about deconstructions, and my dear friends, this only is the correct answer. Okay, so there is nothing outside the text is a key statement emanating from deconstruction, which is your correct answer. Option number C of question number 21. Question number sorry, last option, structuralism. We shall see. It is a method of analyzing literature by focusing on the underlying structures and systems within a text rather than just its surface content. Okay, so it is about structuralism. Option number C is the correct answer for this question. We have already seen. Now moving on to question number 22. The Augustan age is called so because King Augustus ruled over England during this period. The English writers imitated the Roman writers during this period. The English king was born in the month of August. This was an age of sensibility. So 4 options before you. The Augustan age is called so because, very easy question. It is
class 3 by 6.
So the answer of this question will be option number B. It is very clear from the options. Okay, the English writers imitated the Roman writers during this period. That's why this age is called Augustan age. Option number B. Option number B is the correct answer. Fine. So let's move on to the question number 23rd. Question number 23. One of the important texts of Angry Young Man movement is Time's Arrow by Martin Amis, a portrait of the artist as a young man by James Joyce, Lucky Jim by Kingsley Amis, The French Lieutenant Woman by John Fowles. Okay, so let's have some information. So correct answer here will be, by the way, you can tell in the comment box. Your answers are welcome. Option number C will be your correct answer. Lucky Jim by Kingsley Amis. Now the question arises, Lucky Jim is the work created by Kingsley Amis. So who is Kingsley Amis? Kingsley Amis is a novelist and poet. His timeline is 1922 to 1995. Okay, and next, and his pseudonym is Robert Markham. Robert Markham is his pseudonym used by him to publish Colonel Sun, published in 1968. Okay, so these are a few information. Now the Martin Amis. Next, you can see Martin Amis. His timeline is 1949 to 2023. Okay, Martin Amis is a novelist and essayist. Fine. Next one is James Joyce. James Joyce is an Irish novelist and poet, and he is famous for Ulysses, published in 1922, and the timeline is 1882. James Joyce, 1882 to 1941. Okay, James Joyce. Okay, the next we have John Fowles. He is a novelist. Okay, so his timeline is 1926 to 2005. 2005. Okay, so answer is option number C. Question number 23 done. Moving to question number 24. Question number 24. Whom does Alexander Pope satirize in the portrait of Sporus? Question number 24. Lord Wortley Montague, Joseph Addison, Lord Shaftesbury, Lord Harvey. Okay, 4 options are there. Okay, so Alexander Pope satirizes Lord Harvey in the portrait of Sporus. Option number D is your correct answer, my dear friends. Lord Harvey is the one who was satirized by Alexander Pope. And who is Lady Wortley Montague? What is the timeline? Actually, she is an aristocrat, medical pioneer, and writer and poet. Okay, timeline is 1689 to 1762. Joseph Addison is an English essayist and poet. 1672. Lord Shaftesbury is a social reformer, philanthropist, and British Tory politician. Okay, so the correct answer will be Lord Harvey. Fine. So we have solved this question. Moving on to question number 25. The hero of Marlowe's Tamberlan was born as a carpenter, goldsmith, shepherd, fisherman. The answer of this question will be option number, let us do the elimination method, not carpenter, not goldsmith, not fisherman. So the option we are left with is option number C, shepherd, which is definitely your correct answer. Option number C for the question number 25. Okay. Question number 26. Let's read the question. Question number 26. In a letter to his brother George in September 1819, John Keats had said this to say about a fellow romantic poet. He describes what he sees, I describe what I imagine. Mine is the hardest task. The poet reference is Wordsworth, Coleridge, Byron, Southey. So these are all the lake poets. As we know, we have studied, these are the lake poets and also romantic poets. Okay, so if I talk about their timeline, the timeline will be Wordsworth 1770 to 1850. Coleridge, okay, so Wordsworth is an English poet, Coleridge is English poet and literary critic. 1772 to 1834. Byron is a poet and the founder member of the House of Lords of UK. Okay, 1788 to 1824. Southey, Robert Southey is an English poet. 1774 to 1843. Fine. So these are the timelines about these all writers. Okay, so my dear friends, the correct option here will be Lord Byron, Option number C is the correct answer. Okay, this was the statement. And the poet under the mine is the hardest task. Who has said the this? Okay, Byron. Okay, so I hope you have understood. Okay, once again read the question. In a letter to his brother George in September 1819, John Keats had this to say about a fellow romantic poet. He describes what he sees, I describe what I imagine. Mine is the hardest task. The poet reference is the reference. Okay, so John Keats wrote a letter to Byron. So he's mentioning about the Byron. Okay, writing to the reference that has been taken by John Keats in this question is Lord Byron. So this is the correct answer. Okay, option number C. Question number 27. Question number 27. A sequence of repeated consonantal sound in a stretch of language is alliteration, acrostic, accent, or syllable. Option A, B, C, D. Okay, what is acrostic? So acrostic is a poem or any piece of writing where the first letter or sometimes other letters of each line spells out a word or phrase. That is called acrostic. Assent refers to an agreement or approval, often with the same degree of thoughtful consideration. Okay, so that is your assent. And what is syllable? Syllable is a part of a word that contains a single vowel sound and that is pronounced as a unit. That is called syllable. Okay, so my dear friends, what can be the correct option here? So consonantal sound, the repeated consonantal sound is always alliteration. Okay, it is called consonants also, but there is slight difference between alliteration and consonants. So here alliteration is the correct answer for your question number 27. Option number A. Question number 28. Reformation was predominantly a movement in politics, literature, religion, or education. So Reformation was predominantly a movement in, let's eliminate the option. Okay, not politics, not literature, not education, but religion.
7 and 8 class come for.
So religion is your correct answer. Okay, option number C. Option number C is your correct answer. Question number 29. Question number 29. Let's solve. The motto "Only Connect" is taken from Joseph Conrad's Nostromo, Rudyard Kipling's Kim, H.G. Wells' The History of Mr. Polly, E.M. Foster's Howard's End. Okay. Motto "Only Connect" is taken from the given options. Okay, we have to select. So let's discuss this question. Okay, E.M. Foster is an English author. His timeline is 1879 to 1970, and is an English author. Famous novels written by him are A Room with a View, Howard's End, 1910, written in 1910, A Passage to India, 1924. Okay. Now coming to option number A, Joseph Conrad. Joseph Conrad's. So he's a Polish British novelist. Famous work written by him are famous work written by him are
Milk Mother.
okay. So Joseph Conrad's we were seeing Joseph Conrad. So Polish British novelist, famous work Heart of Darkness, 1902, Lord Jim, 1900, Nostromo, 1904, The Servant of Agent, 1907. Okay. So these are a few things we have seen. And about Rudyard Kipling, is an English journalist and novelist. His timeline is 1865 to 1936. Okay. Also is he is a poet and short story writer. Okay. So he has done a great work, that is a Jungle Book. He has written the Jungle Book and the poem If. Talking about H.G. Wells, this is done. H.G. Wells is a writer and novelist. His timeline is 1866 to 1947. The best known for he's best known for science fiction novels and the Time Machine and the War of the Worlds and comic novels, Tom novels, that is Tono Bungay and the History of Mr. Polly. Okay. So this is the answer of this question will be option number D. Okay, option number D. Of E.M. Foster's Howard's End is the correct answer. Option number D is the correct answer for the question number 29. Now moving to question number 30. Last question of this session. English iambic pentameter was brought to its first maturity in sonnet, dramatic verse, lyric, or elegy. So first of all, let's discuss this question. So what is a dramatic verse? A dramatic verse refers to poetry written for a play or other dramatic work, often incorporating elements of drama like character development and dialogue. Okay, next, sonnet. What is sonnet? Sonnet is a poem that has 14 lines, each usually containing 10 syllables and a fixed pattern of rhyme, that is called sonnet. Next, lyric. Lyric is a type of personal rhythmic poetry. Lyric is a rhythmic poetry. Okay, elegy is very simple, very common, we must have studied. Okay, a poem or song that expresses sadness, especially for somebody who has died. Okay, so the answer of this question, my dear friends, English iambic pentameter was brought to its first maturity in dramatic verse. Option number B will be your correct answer. So that's how we come to the end of this session, my dear friends. I hope you have learned many things. So do like, share and subscribe, and ask your doubts in the comment box if you have any doubts, and give us suggestions how we can solve more questions, and what else you want. You must give your words of appreciation, or any doubts or any suggestions are most welcome. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. So and next videos will be coming, and we will solve all the previous year's questions, okay, in a series. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you. Goodbye, take care.